Listen closely. This is a lesson in humility that every wealthy person in this country needs to hear. The case of Blord isn't just about a headline, it's a warning. Never, and I mean never, dare the law to do its worst just because you think your influence makes you untouchable. Massive respect to the Nigerian judiciary. We saw a presiding judge who refused to compromise. No shortcuts, no backroom deals, just the legal standard. People think external parties can just withdraw a case like this. They can't. This isn't about sentiment or who you know anymore.
This is the Nigeria we want.
This is the Nigeria we want. A country where legal accountability is the priority.
No one, and I mean no one, is above the law.
We build our societies in physical space, concrete, steel, and structured infrastructure. But the modern assumptions we make about power and invulnerability are almost entirely constructed online. Take a public figure like Blord. Online, he openly boasted of possessing limitless wealth, absolute authority, and the connections required to crush anyone who stood in his way, even dismissing his opponents as rats. But those claims trigger an unwritten, highly dangerous law of human behavior. You should never dare an opponent to go out and do their worst. Issuing a public challenge like that strips away an adversary's natural moral restraint. It gives them a single, uncompromising focus. People who have been deeply insulted are willing to endure severe personal ruin to ensure your downfall. They will drain their bank accounts or even sell their own organs simply to finance their retaliation. The moment that motivated adversary drags you offline and files a formal complaint, the digital illusion of absolute power shatters against the physical reality of the justice system. Suddenly, the chaotic posturing of the internet is replaced by the sterile, highly regulated environment of a courtroom. There is a widespread belief that deep pockets can simply purchase a favorable verdict, or at least bypass the heaviest legal consequences. But the presiding official in this case absolute credibility. She flatly refuses to compromise, regardless of the wealth or influence paraded in front of her. If a corrupt judge had taken the bench, the defense might have negotiated a swift exit. Instead, objective application of the law meant the wealthy defendant faced the exact same protocols as anyone else. This image shows the standard Nigerian ECOWAS passport. The judge weaponized this document into a strict legal trap, requiring its physical surrender for bail. But the passport was stuck in an umbra state, and the defense could not transport it to the court before the deadline. Millions of naira cannot force a piece of paper to materialize out of thin air. That singular bureaucratic failure resulted in the accused being turned around and sent directly back to a cell in the Kuje Correctional Center. This exposes a second massive misconception about the legal system: the idea that once a case is filed, the individuals involved can simply choose to drop it if they reach a private agreement. People in the diaspora often assume that Nigerian courts are informal venues where the accuser can just walk in and withdraw charges at will. The reality is a strict hierarchy. Not even the president or the chief justice possesses the authority to halt an active proceeding. There is exactly one exception. Only the attorney general holds the power to formally discontinue a case through a highly guarded protocol. For the defendant, this means the trap has already snapped shut. The trial dates are locked into the court's calendar, and fighting these charges could stretch on for the next 20 years. The law functions as a massive automated machine. Once an arrogant individual forces someone to push the start button, personal influence is entirely useless in shutting the engine down. Compare the initial digital broadcasts of absolute invulnerability to the physical reality of sitting quietly in the accused box, entirely submissive to the court's schedule. The immediate cost of that hubris was spending weeks inside a correctional center, stripped of personal agency, and missing holidays with a wife and children. Strict judicial independence serves a vital societal function. It acts as the ultimate equalizer against those who believe their bank accounts place them above the rules. The court does not care about subscriber counts or online clout. It objectively evaluates concrete offenses like forgery, unauthorized impersonation, and fraud. Public posturing and internet threats fail to intimidate this system. They simply hand a highly motivated adversary the exact video evidence they need to build their case. When facing an unsentimental justice system that answers to absolutely no one, humility is highly effective. It functions as a critical strategy for personal survival.